Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Ebony, and in this video I'm going to be doing a pattern review on the famous McCalls 7999. So this pattern is very popular within the sewing community. It is Mrs. Dresses, and it has 3 views. It has view A, which is the turtleneck with the quarter length sleeves and shorter length. View B, which is what the model is wearing. And that one just does not have the turtleneck, and it has long sleeves and it's longer length. And then view C, which is the turtleneck, the long sleeves, and it has the slit in the back. So I made view C, and I made mine in the size large. Previously, I've made this pattern before, of course, and previously I made the pattern in a size medium. And that one fit. I mean, it fit a little bit tight. And so this go around, I wanted to kind of size up and kind of see if I like this fit better, which I do. But again, this one that I'm wearing right now, I made that in the size large, and the pattern is alphanumeric sizing. So it goes from extra small to extra large. And the fabrics that it calls for is your 2-way stretch knits. And as for notions, it does have seam binding on here, but that's optional. That's just for your shoulder seam. What I ended up using as a notion was stay tape. This was my second time using it. I still need a little bit of practice at it, but it did end up stabilizing the shoulders so that they didn't stretch out as I was sewing. And you know, that's one of those things that I guess I'll just have to continue to practice with. And then for the suggested fabrics for this pattern are going to be your 2-way stretch knits. This pattern does not have a zipper or button or anything, so you definitely want to make sure that you're picking a fabric that has enough stretch for you to pull this dress over your head, unless, you know, you want to make it to where you add a zipper. But definitely you want to do the two-way stretch knits. And then the pattern has listed that it needs to have 50% stretch in the cross grain. So just so you're aware of that. The fabric that I decided to make mine in is this animal print rib knit that I got from Fabric Mart. I ended up getting, I think I bought 4 yards of this. And the view that I made, which was view C, I'm not sure if I mentioned that or not. View C calls for 2.5 yards, so I still have more left over. I'll probably end up making a top out of it. But this fabric was perfect for this. It is a little bit itchy at the shoulders, a little bit like the fabric. I don't know if I can show you, like the wrong side of the fabric has like a, I don't know what to call it, but it's not super soft. And so it kind of feels a little bit itchy at the shoulders, but only at the shoulders. So I'm not sure if that's the fabric or if that's the stay tape that I used, and maybe a little bit of it is touching my skin. But I still love this fabric. If they still had it on their site, I would buy more. But all right, so as for the modifications that I made to this pattern, I did modify the length. I wanted it to be maxi. It's not all the way to the floor because I didn't want it to be that long, but I did extend it about 3.5 inches. And that's just mainly because I still wanted to do the 1.25 hem at the bottom. And I did end up, for the sleeves, instead of just making them longer, what I did was I made a cuff. And I just took a cuff from a different fabric, or I'm sorry, not a fabric, a different pattern. And I just matched it up to the pattern piece for this sleeve, and I just used that pattern piece. I can't remember which pattern, but it was like a basic, I think, shirt pattern or a cardigan or something like that. So I just took the sleeve from there and just, or not the sleeve, the sleeve band from there, and I just added it to this. And I kind of like the way that it looks better. I'm not really a fan of hemming knits. I've gotten better over the years. In the beginning, my hems with knit fabric were wavy. And so I've gotten better as far as like, you know, using stitch witchery or making sure that I'm not stretching the fabric as I'm hemming it. But it's just for some reason with sleeves, I just can't, you know, keep them not waving up. So I ended up just making a cuff for that, and I like that look better anyway. It looks cleaner in my opinion. I have made this pattern before, like I said, so I didn't have any first time experiences. I won't count the stay tape that I used for the shoulder seams as a first time experience because I have used that before one other time, so technically it's not my first time. I definitely recommend this pattern. I'm not sure if it has a rating on it, but it's definitely, it should be rated easy. Yeah, it's rated as easy. This is a very beginner friendly pattern. The instructions are very easy to follow, and the only thing that I would say you have to worry about is, like I said in the beginning, you want to make sure that you're using a fabric that has enough stretch so that you can pull the dress over your head. Otherwise, you're going to have to add a zipper or like a button in the back. But other than that, this is a very, very, very beginner friendly pattern, and I plan to make many, many more. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have not already, please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Like this video and let me know what you think. Have you made this pattern before? I'm sure you have made this pattern before. But let me know what you think about my version, and I will catch you guys in my next upload.